Hello everyone and welcome to a brand new video on twin flames, and today with the topic separation phase. I'm sure you've seen it all around on other YouTube videos on the internet that there's supposed to be that separation phase, and chances are you watching this video you are in what you call that separation phase, right? Where you're not physically united with your twin flame, and maybe you have been united before, maybe you were a couple, maybe you met, maybe it was a brief encounter, whatever it is. But right now, even though you both know you love each other, or at least you know that you love him and he knows he loves you, but it's not as like outspoken and expressed, it's not expressed this way. You're like, why are we in this separation phase, right? Like, why can't it just be, if we're supposed to be together? And by the way, I'm like referring to a friend of mine who asked me that, a very dear friend of mine. I'm saying hello to you. I think you know who you are. Who was like, I really want to know, why there is that phase. Like, if we're so meant to be together, why aren't we just together? It would be so much easier for everyone involved. So I'm gonna give you a few reasons and a few, like, my insights on the separation phase and what it's for, why it happens, if it's really needed. Yes, all that. So let's just start with the first thing, like, is it needed, right? So let's start by defining it. We just did it actually, right? It's you and your one true love, the person you know is meant for you, you not being with them physically. So you might wonder, and I know there's different schools and approaches out there, like, is that even, maybe it's not even meant for us to be together, right? Maybe we're meant to be separate. Maybe God or whoever, the universe, created us to be separate and to suffer and to want each other all life long, but we're not meant to be together. We're just meant to heal wounds together, and we're meant to, yes, whatever it is, to overcome this attachment to this other person. So my answer, no, that's not true. You are meant to be together. It's everything else would just be cruel, right? And if you watch my other videos, I keep on saying that over and over again. You're meant to be with each other. It doesn't make sense that two people have been created with each other and for each other, and then they're the same, female, masculine, in one couple, and that then they're not meant to actually live that, and you're just being left in that wanting and needing. No, that's not at all the point. So yes, you're meant to be together, but separation phase, as we said, can occur when you first meet and you're both not ready yet. I know that sounds a bit annoying. It's like, I feel ready, like I'm ready to be with him right now, right? You might be saying. So yes, you feel ready, but someone else knows better, someone else, whoever, right? Some other force knows that it's not the perfect thing for right now. And if you're honest with yourself, you probably tried that, right? Or you were briefly with each other. Maybe there was like this very blissful beginning and it was really great for the both of you, but then there was that huge blow up or whatever. It just got really intense with the mirroring, or whatever the case is. Like, whatever your story is, there's a reason why you separated, right? And why you left him, or you were like, I can't deal with this, goodbye, or the other way around. So you can trust that is the right thing for the two of you right now. Now, does there need to be that separation phase, right? Is that a necessity? Like every twin flame, they meet, they clash, and they go apart. No, it's not a necessity. We're like in early stages of twin flame knowledge and twin flame history, let's say, right? Even though it's something that's always existed, the awareness wasn't there yet. So we're trying to sort of, look around and get our knowledge of like, how is this working, So what we know sort of by now is that it does bring up your deepest fears, it does bring up your deepest wounds, it brings up everything you thought you had healed, right? And because that is brought up, lots of people actually decide to separate. Like, not people, but twin flame couples, when they meet, they then decide to separate because either they don't know that this is twin flames and this is what's happening. Then you just think, this is a dysfunctional relationship. I need to get the hell out of here, right? You might be thinking that. or you're just like, okay, I know we love each other, but it's obviously like we can't handle it. Like we go insane if we just keep on trying to do and make this work. So we actually have to separate. So lots of separations, like many separations, come from people not knowing what they're dealing with, or then sort of guessing or like feeling it that this is something big, but just thinking they can't deal with it in a healthy way. So they sort of lack the tools, right? So that being said, no, it's not necessary that you split up. There are couples that meet and stay together and work through everything that comes up. That does exist, and that is, when I'm saying we're like pioneers and this is sort of new, this will be the future, is that people don't have to separate, right? Or they don't have to grow separately apart because they already have the tools to make it work from the beginning, right? So it's not necessary. But now don't go and blame yourself in case you're separated and go, oh my gosh, why couldn't I just have remained united and have made it work, and we could have stayed together and it would have been possible if only I knew about twin flames, or if only I had the tools, or if only I had the stamina to stay at it and go for it and not giving like a wimp. You're not a wimp. Everything is divine, and your journey is perfect for you and your story is perfect for you. So don't be hard on yourself, okay? That's not going to help anyone, okay? So I hear. So that is what is currently happening, is that a lot of people, like a lot of twin flames, do separate when they meet, but it's not meant to be. That's also why I don't like the videos. Well, I don't watch too many other than my own. Where it's like the 7 phases of twin flame relationship, and there's that set phase number 3, which has to be separation, right? That's not at all. It's not normal. Like it's not what is supposed to be, in the sense of you were created to find yourself and then separate. No, you were supposed to be born and be together because you're one always at the core anyways. Like you're always a couple, right? So yes, physically that can be manifested and reflected, that you're always together. Okay, so what else did I want to say about separation phase? How long does it take? And why? Yes, why do we need it? Yes, I said it, right? You need it to grow. Like you sort of come together, you give each other homework. It's like, okay, work on your self-worth, work on your low self-esteem, work on being afraid of love, work on all these things. By the way, you have the same tasks. It just looks different maybe, but it's the same thing. So give each other that homework, and then you sort of, each of you goes into your separate corners and you actually do that homework, right? And then when time is right, like the order is right, because time doesn't really exist, like when you've completed that module of homework you received, a lot of times you're guided back together by the universe, right? You're guided back to meeting, to maybe reuniting, to whatever it is, and to then have your next module of homework. But as I said, it's important to know that you can resolve these modules or work on them together as a couple. It doesn't have to be separate, but a lot of times it is separate, so don't blame yourself if it is. It's still sort of normal, right? That this is how it happens. Now, how long does the whole thing take, right? Like, are we done yet? You feel done and you feel like you're ready maybe, right? And you're like, I've been ready forever, like bring it on, right? But then obviously you're not, otherwise you would be united by now, or you would be reuniting, or you would be living together, whatever it is you're wishing and dreaming of. Just trust that in due time you will be living with your one true love and you will be united with them. But it's not about controlling when that happens, how that happens. It's about releasing attachment that it has to happen, and be okay with what is, and be okay with this beautiful journey of self-discovery, of self-knowing, of self-awareness. To fall in love with the journey. That's what it's actually about, because then you don't see separation phase as a separation phase anymore, because you feel them with you all the time, in you all the time, And this is when you overcome the wanting and wishing for on the outside, thinking you need something, you need them on the outside, is when you feel it within you all the time and you feel that union with love and with yourself, and you just feel at peace and you feel good. This is when separation phase can stop being separation phase, because you sort of don't wait for it to end. You get that? Yes, you do. You're smart. I attract smart viewers. So you get that, right? Not wanting it anymore is having it, because wanting it is not having it. I'm sure you've heard that if you've been around in the spiritual world for a while, right? Wanting it means you don't have it. So once you realize you have your union inside, then physically your twin can move into your life, like is attracted into your life, but it's not because you're watching the clock going, this separation phase has lasted 10 months now, can we please be done? This won't be why. It will be ending because in yourself it ended. Separation ended in yourself. So you feel your union in yourself. You feel your oneness with yourself and with God and with twin in yourself. So I think I said the most important things, which is don't despair. It's all good. You have your perfect journey, and you wouldn't want to trade your perfect personalized journey with anyone else's, even if your friend is already united or your neighbor has probably married her twin flame when she was 19 without even knowing what she was doing, without being spiritual, without knowing that he's the one, and she just gets it like that, right? And you're over here doing all the work, not getting what is yours. You could be feeling this way, but it's not true. You want your personal journey because it's perfect for you. It's like trying on someone else's jacket. It wouldn't feel right if you had that your friend's journey. It needs to be yours. So keep at it, stay at it, do the inner work. That's what it's about. Feel peace inside, find more and more peace. As you heal, you will feel more and more peace. And you will stop worrying when the separation phase ends, because you will just be at peace with yourself and your life and your everything. And this is actually what you desire. You don't desire that one person in your life, you desire to feel good. And by doing the work we teach and I help you with, you get to feel good. Even though right now you might be desperate and you might be, oh my gosh, all I do is cry, all I do is be in pain, I want him, I need him, I can't have him, oh my gosh, this breaks my heart, whatever it is, it can be part of it, but yes, it passes. It passes if you choose to move through it and not give in to ego telling you that you're supposed to be crying on the floor all your life because that is just who you are. No, you're not. You're powerful, you're beautiful, you can have it all. And start today, work on yourself. It's worth it. Honestly, I can't stress it enough. I know I keep on repeating myself, but it's important, guys. It's important. You are powerful. Take things into your hands. It will bring you so much it will bring you all your dreams. So don't give up on them. Don't give up on yourself. Okay. I finished preaching. Subscribe, like, and do all the things, and reach out if you want to work with me. Sending much love, and yes, love you. Bye, guys. Mwah. Bye.